Alright, Drive Radio fans, John Rush today, my son Richard Rush behind the camera. This is a review of the 2017 Ram 3500, as you can see in a moment, dually, 6.7 liter diesel. We've done a review on a similar truck like this. I actually own a Mega Cab 3500 single wheel, and essentially my truck is very much like this, other than a single wheel versus a dual wheel. So this has the inline six Cummins. It's 385 horsepower. This has the optional high-end engine in it, or high horsepower engine, 900 foot-pounds of torque, has the Aisin heavy-duty 6-speed automatic transmission. And as we take a walk around, you'll notice the Limited has a different grille in the front, which, you know, some people either love or hate. It just depends on the look. I've really gotten used to it, really do like it. It's got the great wraparound LED on the headlamps, which just looks fantastic. And frankly, they've done a great job. In fact, they're going to do some redo of this truck in the very near future. And we've actually told the folks from Ram that we hope they don't change it a whole lot, because frankly, I love the looks of this truck. I think it's still very modern. It still looks great. But let's get into some of the details. So dual rear wheels. This particular truck with the dually, you can actually get the 410 axle ratio, which I will tell you right now, that one compared to mine, because you can't get the 410 axle ratio in a single rear wheel. And I will tell you right now, this truck, off the line especially, runs so much better than my truck does because of the different axle ratio, that if I was going to get this truck and set it up, this is exactly what I would do with the 410 axle ratio. So crew cab, not the Mega Cab, which for most people hauling, this would work fine. This does have the long box on it, optional tonneau cover. Some of you are going to ask, what's this truck cost? Well, this particular truck, the way it's outfitted with the Limited, is really right at $80,000. Now, a lot of you are going to say 80 grand for a truck. Yeah, $80,000 for a truck, and frankly, it's very comparable to everything else that's in its marketplace. And if you're using this truck for work, for business, hauling horses, car trailers, you name it, I'll just be honest with you, this thing is a beast. It hauls, it works great. Exhaust brake optional, which you can control how that actually works. Air suspension in the rear, you know, it's basically air over the leaf spring suspension in the rear. You can adjust the ride height when you're towing a trailer, all those different things. Really, really, guys, fantastic truck. I'm not going to lower the tailgate and get into all that, because anybody that's been around trucks already knows that. This has got, of course, the backup camera and a camera. Richard can show you real quick. The one cool thing about this truck is it does have the optional bed cam, where you can actually look back and see when you're hooking up a gooseneck trailer, fifth wheel trailer, anything in the bed, you can actually look. And as we get around to the side there and look at the back seat, and again, some of this we've got more detail on in some of the other reviews we've done. And really, interior-wise on this truck, really not any different than what you'd find on the 2500 or the 1500 for that matter. As far as the interior goes, it's very, very similar. The Limited does give you some different options inside, like the mat pockets in the back that have a buckle. They give you some nicer stitching. As I raise the seat up, you'll notice that which I do love about Ram, it does have the fold down flat area where you can actually lay cargo back here. Works out great. That is one thing actually the Mega Cab does not have, because of the room behind and the way the seats work, but that's something you'd have to just look at in the Mega Cab, or sorry, in my Mega Cab review, I should say. Moving up into the front seat again, really, really nice job. Very luxurious truck. You know, like I say, they're going to do some updates to this truck in the very near future. And, you know, guys at Ram, we have told them this, and I'm sure they're listening. But really, I hope they don't make too many changes, because frankly, this truck is really solid. It's a staple. It works fantastic. It's got great options on it. I mean, about the only thing this doesn't have, which some of the other trucks in the segment do have, is, you know, massaging front seats, which some of you would have to decide whether that's really an option that you really want or not. I mean, heated and ventilated front seats. I will say one thing about this truck that I do love, and Richard and I both have commented on this, the Uconnect system, and they just continue to upgrade that every year. It gets better and better and better. And I will say that it's one of the easiest, handiest systems to use that I think is out there, which again is just one more added feature to an already fantastic platform that Ram has going for them. So, do we love this truck? Well, I think given the fact that we own several of these, and I own a Mega Cab 3500, would tell you that, yeah, we really do like this truck. Now, say all that to say this. Get out, drive all these trucks, see how they work. It's really hard to put your load behind a truck, so in that case, you've got to do some looking around, watch some of the reviews and so on. But I will tell you right now, as a fleet operator, we have a lot of these inline six Cummins engines. We've got Duramax, we've got Ford, and frankly, these hold their own very, very well. So with that said, get out to your local Ram dealer, test drive this truck, and when you do, tell them John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.